Hello and welcome to HTML 101. This series of tutorials has been developed to teach you basic HTML language so that you can develop web pages for the World Wide Web. For today's lesson, we will introduce you to HTML and tell you a little bit about what it is and give you a few objectives to complete. By the end of this, you should know that HTML is used as a markup language for developing web pages. It's right here. And that HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. HTML consists of elements that are referred to as markup tags, and from now on we'll just be calling them tags for short. And that each element or tag describes a different part of the content of your web page. Students should be able to create a new folder on their computer for storing their work, and students will develop their first simple web page. So let's get started. Since I'm working in a Windows platform, I'm going to use Notepad as my text editor. If you don't know where that's at, you can simply click on Start, select all programs, select accessories, and then click on your notepad icon and a notepad will appear. I've already have that open down here, so I'm going to go ahead and pull it up. Once you have yours open, you need to go ahead and type in this information. What this is this tells your web browser your first tag that you're writing in HTML, and then it says here, open up a head and insert the title. The title will be my first web page, and that will appear right here in your browser window. Once we've completed the page, I go ahead and close this head down. This area right here is kind of like a storage space. It's a great place for doing CSS, putting in external files, functions, and other things that will be used with your web page later on as we move forward. Then we open the body section with the body tag. In that, we are placing our first heading. This is heading size 1. These can be defined from heading 1 through heading 6 and would need the appropriate closing tag, which would be heading 6 if it was heading 6 here. But we'll go ahead and put it back to size 1 for right now. And the P element or P tag is what defines a paragraph, and here's my first paragraph. I go ahead and use the closing body tag, and then I go ahead and close off my HTML document. Now, if you notice, the difference between opening and closing tags is simply this little backslash. And what we'll need to do at this point is go and save our file. To do that, we're going to say File and Save As. And we're going to go to where we'll be working. We need a folder to save things in, so I'm going to go up here and create a new folder. And I'm going to name that my HTML so that I can keep it continuously and know where I'm placing all my work. And then if you notice here, the text editor is trying to save this as a text document, and that just won't do. It won't work. It won't let it be a web page. So I'm going to go down here and in all lowercase and without spaces type my first web page, and then .html for a file extension, and click Save. Now if we jump back out to that folder, what you'll see is my folder that I created, and within that folder is my very first web page. So let's click it and open it up. And here you go. We created our first web page. To go ahead and look back at the code so you'll understand what happened. The web browser picked up this code and knew that I was writing in HTML. It put my title in, my first web page. Right here you can see that. And then it put my first heading in and my first paragraph. And then it closed the body and closed the HTML language, and nothing else is written, nothing further. Just to elaborate and extend on these, I'm going to go ahead and cut and paste them. Oops. Don't want to do that. Let's copy that and paste a few of these in, and you'll notice, let's just go ahead and do them all so that you're aware of how they work. that each one of these, as the number increases, the size decreases accordingly. Let me go ahead and make sure my closing tags are correct. I'll save this work. Go ahead and refresh the page, and you can see these headings decreased in size. They remain the same text, and they remained in bold like a heading would, or subtitles within a book or page. But that's what happens when you change the heading style tag. Okay, I hope you enjoyed lesson 1. We'll be working with more information in lesson 2, so feel free to join us. Thank you.